Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're going to talk about a country that constantly appears in global news, a country surrounded by challenges, conflicts, and geopolitical pressure, yet somehow it continues to survive, grow, and even become one of the most powerful economies in its region. Yes, today's video is about Israel. Many people around the world ask the same questions. How did Israel become so strong despite being such a small country? Why is Israel's economy so powerful even though it faces constant security threats? How has this country managed to survive wars, political pressure, and regional hostility for decades? And perhaps the most interesting question of all, what are some surprising facts about Israel that most people around the world don't even know? In today's video, we're going to explore all of that. We'll look at Israel's history, its military strength, its economy, its technology industry, and the unique factors that help turn this tiny country into a global powerhouse. So if you enjoy learning about how countries rise to power and how the world really works behind the scenes, make sure you stay with me until the end of the video, because some of the facts you'll hear today might surprise you. Alright, let's get started. I'm going to explain this in parts so it's easier to understand. Part 1. The beginning of Israel. To understand why Israel is strong today, we first need to go back to the beginning. The modern state of Israel was officially established in 1948, but its creation did not happen in a peaceful environment. Immediately after Israel declared independence, several neighboring Arab countries launched military attacks against the new state. Countries like Egypt, Jordan, Syria, Iraq, and Lebanon joined forces in what became the First Arab-Israeli War. For most countries, a war at the moment of birth would be a disaster, but Israel survived. And that survival created something very important in Israeli society, a national mindset built around resilience. From the very beginning, Israelis understood that survival depended on strength, organization, and innovation. This early experience shaped the entire culture of the country. People had to work together, build strong institutions, and constantly adapt to difficult situations. And this mindset continues to influence Israel today. Part 2. A culture of survival and innovation. One of the biggest reasons Israel became strong is its culture of innovation. Israel is often called the startup nation. Despite having a population of only around 9 million people, Israel has produced thousands of technology companies. In fact, Israel has one of the highest numbers of startups per capita in the world. Companies in cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, medical technology, and software development have all emerged from Israel. Major global tech companies like Google, Intel, Microsoft, and Apple have major research centers in Israel. Because Israel has an extremely strong ecosystem for innovation. Universities, government funding, military research, and private investors all work together to create new technology. This environment encourages people to take risks, try new ideas, and build businesses. Failure is not seen as shameful in Israel. Instead, it is often seen as part of the learning process. This mindset has helped Israel become one of the world's leading technology hubs. Part 3. The role of education. Another major factor behind Israel's strength is education. Israel places a very strong emphasis on science, engineering, and research. The country has several world-class universities, such as Technion, Israel Institute of Technology, Hebrew University of Jerusalem, Tel Aviv University, Weizmann Institute of Science. These institutions produce highly skilled engineers, scientists, and entrepreneurs. Israel also invests a large percentage of its GDP into research and development. In fact, Israel spends more on research and development as a percentage of GDP than almost any other country in the world. This focus on education and innovation directly fuels the economy. It creates a steady stream of new ideas, technologies, and companies. Part 4. Military strength and security. Another major reason Israel remains strong is its military. Israel has one of the most advanced militaries in the world. Because of constant regional tensions, Israel has invested heavily in defense technology. One famous example is the Iron Dome missile defense system. This system can detect incoming rockets and intercept them in the air before they hit cities. It has saved countless lives. Israel also has advanced intelligence services, cyber capabilities, and air defense systems. Military service is mandatory for most Israeli citizens, which means a large portion of the population receives military training. But the military also plays another important role. Many Israeli tech companies actually originate from military research units. Young soldiers working with advanced technology gain experience that later helps them start companies in cybersecurity, software, and engineering. So in Israel, the military is not just about defense, it also contributes to technological development. Part 5. Support from global partners. Another important factor behind Israel's strength is international partnerships. Israel has maintained strong relationships with several powerful countries, particularly the United States. The United States has provided economic assistance, military support, and strategic cooperation for many years. This partnership has helped Israel strengthen its defense capabilities and technological industries. At the same time, Israel has also developed strong trade relationships with Europe, Asia, and other global markets. These global connections allow Israeli companies to expand internationally and attract investment from around the world. Part 6. A powerful technology economy. Today, Israel's economy is heavily driven by technology. Technology exports make up a large portion of the country's economic output. Israel is particularly strong in areas such as cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, agricultural technology, medical technology, defense technology. Many cybersecurity tools used by governments and corporations around the world were developed by Israeli companies. Israel has also developed advanced agricultural technology that allows crops to grow even in desert environments. This is extremely important because a large portion of Israel's land is dry or desert. Through innovation, Israel has learned how to produce food efficiently despite limited natural resources. Part 7. Immigration and global talent. Another important reason behind Israel's development is immigration. Since the establishment of Israel, many people have migrated to the country from different parts of the world. These immigrants brought knowledge, skills, and professional experience with them. One of the most important immigration waves happened in the 1990s, after the collapse of the Soviet Union. During that time, more than 1 million immigrants moved to Israel from countries like Russia and Ukraine. Many of them were highly educated professionals such as engineers, scientists, and doctors. This greatly strengthened Israel's workforce, especially in science and technology sectors. Many immigrants worked in research centers, universities, and technology companies. As a result, immigration helped Israel increase its number of skilled professionals, boost innovation, and strengthen its technology industry. Part 8. Interesting facts about Israel. Now let's talk about some interesting facts about Israel that many people don't know. First, Israel has one of the highest numbers of startups per capita in the world. Second, the country has more museums per person than almost any other nation. Third, Israel leads the world in water recycling technology. Nearly 90% of wastewater in Israel is recycled and reused for agriculture. That's an incredible number compared to most countries. Another interesting fact is that Israel has one of the highest life expectancies in the world. Healthcare and medical research are highly developed. Israel is also a global leader in drip irrigation technology, which helps farmers conserve water while growing crops. This technology is now used around the world. Part 9. Challenges Israel still faces. Even though Israel has become a strong country in many areas, it still faces several major challenges. One of the biggest challenges is security and regional conflict. Since its establishment in 1948, Israel has experienced several wars and ongoing tensions with some neighboring regions. Because of this situation, the country must spend a large portion of its national budget on defense and security. Another challenge is the political conflict with Palestinians, which has lasted for many decades. This issue continues to affect stability in the region and often attracts international attention and pressure. Israel also faces geographical and natural challenges. Much of the country's land is dry or desert, and natural resources such as water are limited. To overcome this, Israel has invested heavily in technologies like water desalination and advanced agriculture. Despite these challenges, Israel has continued to develop its economy, technology, and infrastructure. The ability to adapt and find solutions to difficult problems is one of the reasons the country continues to remain strong. So when people ask how Israel became so strong, the answer is not just one thing. It is a combination of history, innovation, education, military strategy, global partnerships, and an incredible culture of resilience. Israel started as a small country facing enormous challenges. But through determination, innovation, and strategic thinking, it transformed itself into one of the most technologically advanced economies in the world. Whether people view Israel from a political perspective, an economic perspective, or a technological perspective, there is no doubt that the country has become a unique and influential player on the global stage. And its story continues to evolve. Alright everyone, that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed learning about how Israel became such a powerful country, make sure you hit the like button because that really helps the video reach more people. And if you enjoy content about countries, global politics, and interesting facts from around the world, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also let me know in the comments which country you would like me to cover next. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.